Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursdays. With me tonight, we got Commandant. The rest of the guys are running a little late tonight, so they may join in. Tony Pig, he's at the football game, so he won't be on tonight. So he's drives for Sunday. And well, we got a quick unboxing on the stream.
Surprise unboxing. Surprise unboxing in more than one way.
Hello, Ikujunos. I always butcher your handle. But welcome, brother. Their fellow customizer, Custom Cannon, sent us some boxes, and he informed Don he may have got the labels mixed up. So we're going to see if he's got the right stuff.
It's surprising. Oh, no. Here's the mail snail.
Yep.
He got it right.
Yay, what'd you get?
I got the... You may have heard of this little guy called the Craftsman.
Yes.
And
if everybody listening to the channel, listen out there, the Craftsman is awesome. You need to go find his channel and subscribe.
And I got the file to make the mail snail, which is like my most favorite thing that he's ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wanted one, but whenever he put it up for sale, it would sell out like instantaneously.
Oh yeah.
So I never even had the opportunity. But I became his Patreon, a member of his Patreon, and
Oh, he has STL files available on his Patreon.
I don't care. A couple heads for the Titanium Man.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I could not think of his name.
I do that all the time.
In my life.
Past couple weeks, I have completely blanking out on the character Firefly from G.I. Joe. Anytime I think of his name, it's like, what the hell's his name?
What's his?
I know it's great. Urban Camo. But what's his name?
Man, these things are perfect.
Coming from Canon, I'd be surprised if it didn't.
It's a little sticky on this underside right here. I think it needs a little more
UV.
Yeah, a little UVing. I have a little UV light.
I picked up one myself, so I can go over all the back parts, make sure they're good.
I got one way back when I had the aspirations of doing the UV resin.
Mm-hmm.
But that was...
I know Harker uses that a lot.
And with it being idiotic, I wound up shipping it all to my painter guy. The problem with this UV light is it cuts off by itself. It's like, okay, that's enough. That's the reason I kept having to put the bike by the window and letting the sun cure it. What we got?
Okay. Jeffrey Torres, how y'all doing? Doing pretty good. Looking forward to getting my Sky Rizzy tomorrow because my periodic arthritis has been like acting up because from the psoriasis.
Oh shit!
Ooh, painful. I confused Firefly with the DC character in G.I. Joe. I got you. Yeah, I can see that. You know, I'm caught up with the Floyd Rivals now. Have you read it? The Express, the Transformers Gift of the Week comic with story arc has been told many times before. I'm a little behind right now, so I haven't read that. And which one came first, G.I. Joe or DC? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know when they debuted the DC character. I know the G.I. Joe one's been around since the 80s. Since 84. But I don't know when DC premiered their Firefly.
Your mom said Joanne might be stopping by, so look for her, okay?
So look for Joanne.
Listen for her while you're downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully my baggy pants don't interrupt it.
I'm sure they won't.
Cute.
She's got to stop by and get some flour, is what she was saying. I don't know.
I'm painting the joint, the areas on the. So I'm going to just put these together. Then I'm going to flip over the pins on this one. So the pinless look.
Come on. I got everybody's packages buttoned up.
You going to send me the destroyer?
Yep, I have him all packed. I put all his heads and hands and everything.
Okay.
If you feel up to redoing the face a little bit to get it to look like the man, you have a Iron Man, right?
Yeah, I have the Thor Buster.
The old one, the Toy Biz one.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm gonna send Derek to model it after. Be like, look, this is the colors and the look. You know, that's what I did last time. So, you know, you can just, if you would, go off of that and maybe help the face sculpt get it just a little bit closer.
Yep. Will do.
I mean, if not, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that should be. The Destroyer and the Thor Buster has got a very similar look, so it shouldn't take too much modification.
I've already modified the U on the helmet.
Yeah.
It just needs the little bring the face plate out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you look at them side by side, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. All I can do is use my some of these thin strips of styrene and build an edge out, then smooth it, add a little bit of fix it to it, bring it out. Jeffrey Torres, has CoverGirl been $34, or did she raise in price? Up in price. It would have been standard price normally with the standard. That's what she's going for now. It's an inflated price over the original standard retail. I don't know if she's really worth the extra because she needs work when you get her.
Oh.
I had to fix the arms on mine. A lot of them have the issue with the they kind of easily separate at the bicep swivel. Modify it. Use lowering.
You were talking very lightly about a channel migration. Is that still on the table?
The what now?
Channel migration?
Oh, well, I'm just going to double my content uploads now, or triple my split up. Everything will be going here, as it always has been. But like all my 1970s Customs channel, we'll just get custom content. No review, no toy reviews, nothing. They'll get these live streams and then get customizing showcases, tutorials, and such. Then I set up a Collector Express 2 just for toy reviews. I'll start copying content over there. But just being safe, because YouTube is not being very friendly about trying to fix issues with the channel.
And YouTube is the worst.
Yep. They used to try. Now you got to argue with them. Like, I got 2 sets of people trying work for YouTube tech support trying to fix the notifications issue. They've all, like I said, there's issue. They keep denying that there's any issues with the live stream stuff that started happening in the last 3 weeks, which is clearly happening, but they refuse to say that's happening. We're immediately after this live stream will end, even they will deem it not ad friendly content, and I have to request a manual review. But the same stream, like on Friday streams, the Collector Fusion streams where we're doing the toy news, toy talk stuff, it's being simulcasted to Geek Fusion's channel. His doesn't get dinged, doesn't get flagged. You mention that to them, they act like I don't say even said it.
They you're speaking the Greek.
One group was fine with the working on the notification thing was fine with screenshots of the problem, which screenshots show the problem exactly what's going on. But another guy's was like, well, you did shoot a video showing the issue. The video's going to show you the exact same thing as the screenshots. So
how am I supposed to shoot a video with steel?
It's like, so I just shot a video talking, explaining exactly what I said in the email, showing pictures, basically take my phone, showing pictures of, see these notifications, these messages on these videos? They're not populating here. It's like, oof. Victoria's I needed her for fodder parts for my custom Jill figure, Resident Evil. Yet, depending on what parts you need, her lower body is Lady J. They use Lady J's lower body completely on the figure. We got Lady J here. So they use all the from the waist down is Lady J. You got a new midsection, new upper torso, and arms, and jacket, and a new neck. So it's all new upper torso on the figure, but from waist down, it's Lady J.
What do you think of that hat, huh? The hat looks great.
Yes, it does.
That 3 little bursts help that shit so much. I like the way it looks in the UV light. It took all that sticky out of it. It's just smooth plastic now.
Nice. Let me get some more of this Oculus from Mr. Hobby, the Gundam Phantom Gray. I like that color gray. I'm getting low on it.
Oh, my address book's still downstairs. Dang it. So I got all the boxes. They're all downstairs. It's 6 boxes in all.
Mm-hmm. I need to get Harker's out too. And
That's too big. No, you think I should glue it to that skull?
You want to? Oh, the hat. Well, do you want removal?
Is there a way to attach it that's removable?
You might be able to use some green stuff. And,
That's what I currently. Oh, you mean like the putty, the silicone stuff?
no, green stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like rubbery.
No, the regular green stuff.
I don't know what that is.
Where's that? I've lost it on my table. The two color, yellow and blue, mixed together.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like milli.
Yeah, it's like the Procreate stuff, but it's green. You could form it and make like a little socket, like a head sock. Work that way.
Very, very interesting. It scares me every time. I think I like melted it to the table.
Oh, the UV light.
Yeah, I have it stuck down there with some blue tack.
Oh yeah.
And when I go to move it, it's like stuck to the table. I'm like, oh no, did I melt it?
I did find out the hard way. These green mats, cutting mats, don't take a blow dryer till they'll warp.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way too. I had a nice gray, huge gray one, and I melted the dog shit out of that thing, man. That thing, it wouldn't sit flat for love nor money.
Well, that's why it's green right now instead of black. I warped the other side and I flipped it over.
This one I have stuck down to the table because it kept moving around. It's too small, but you know, good enough.
It don't take much to.
I'm gonna retape this box, so sorry about this brief, terrible noise.
No.
All right. And we're back. I come downstairs with all those boxes, and my son was like, "Are these presents?" Not for you.
Aw.
Presents for me.
You order for you one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah. All of his is hidden away. Hidden away.
Find where I'm putting my green paint I got mixed up. Hopefully this isn't it. It's dried up.
I got another hat. It actually just makes him look like Mo.
You knuckleheads. This might actually be my Hulk green. No. It starts to dry up on me, and I'm taking Winsor Newton to revitalize it.
Did I tell you that the Plunderlings gave me a gold coin?
I think you mentioned that.
I got an email from them saying that it can be utilized as currency for some special promotions later down the road. I'm like, it would have to be a significant promotion for me to trade it for it.
Yeah, the gold coin is kind of cool. It's like, we're going to give you this temporarily if you want this thing.
It's got a head and tails on it, you know.
It's
I'll
kind
tell
of
you right
cool.
now, if you thumbed it in the air and it hit you in the head, it'd leave a mark. That's heavy.
Needs more.
Here.
Sector 2813 in the house. But evening, fellas. Hello, hello.
There's the man with the plan.
And I got your package in, Sector. I'll get your PayPal here soon.
Uh-oh. I told my boss I'd have this done.
Yes, there's quite a bit of tape. Oh, yeah, the swimsuit.
Tomorrow. But
You need to work on it. Just feel free to work on that.
I'm pretty close. I gotta hem up this into this and connect the crotch. Don't need her out there twirling no baton without her crotch, you know?
Yeah. Well, people probably wouldn't notice if she made a mistake.
Unfortunately, it's a young girl, so. Unfortunately, because I have to double layer everything. It'll be fun to see if this actually works. It's got to go through a lot of fabric. Up to six layers at times. It's working. What more could you possibly want out of life, right? Sack full of $100 bills. Wobbly stool and a length of rope. And to not hear your kid downstairs. That might be one of the furry kids, though.
We'll let that sit for. Ron, let that sit for a day or two, so the Winsor Newtons soften the rest of it up. Thinks that my Hulk green got dried out, but I think it'll be fine. I need to do a little bit of dry brushing though.
I watched a very interesting YouTube video about how sewing machines work.
Oh yeah?
Ages. I mean, I'm intimately familiar with how mine works. I've had to go in and unscrew it up, I guess. I don't know how to say it. I didn't have to fix it. You just had to make it work.
Got work. You got work. You got work. Crap. I'm not going to be able to use this green or not. See if I can get close with this stuff. No, it's not even close.
Someone has done come out. Oh, all right, no good.
Nope. Name of Fields here. Hello, hello.
Oh, look at me. I got the big screen. Oh, we both got the big screen.
We got half the screen.
You, the bottom part of your thing is white. I thought we had a new player. Instead, you're just
Trying to mix some green up.
one of these buttons does what I want. Okay. Discord.
Discourse.
Oh, didn't want to get. Snip.
Nope.
It's that liner the whole way around, bro.
Need a black. Let's get more. What I need.
Is it getting worse?
No, it's getting close.
So, all right, round two. Let's see if it. See if round two goes just as good as round one did. Round one went pretty nice. Where's it at? There's it at. Well, it didn't like that.
That brush in the cleaner. So I want the dry brush a little bit of highlights, and my pre-mix is already was crap that on me.
I'm sure I didn't break my needle. Tell you, I've made more mistakes on this thing than I have ever made ever in all my life. I have ripped out spools of thread out of this thing. It's heartbreaking.
Sorry to hear that. There we go. Good. So to get that green, I need it. I use some Oak Art multi-surface citrus green, and Tamiya X15 light green, Tamiya X28 Park green, Mr. Color 33 flat black, Mr. Color white #1, and Testers black wash, acrylic black wash. All just to do just a little spritz of dry brush highlights onto the face. Not bad. Better match in person. On camera, it's making the difference in color a little more distinguished, but it still looks pretty good. I like it. What do you guys think? Did I get close? before we do any more too. I tell you, the algorithm seems to like a channel with just one type of content, though.
That's probably the absolute truth. That's the way algorithms usually are. They, once you write them, it's for something specific.
Yeah. I don't
There's
think
no
they.
room for variance, minutia, fucking nuance.
Mm-hmm.
It either is or it ain't.
Minnie the Moocher, the low down hoochie coochie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I can't believe it actually looks like a fucking bathing suit.
What? Everybody in the chat, where are you watching that? Are you watching on the main Collector Express channel, or are you watching on the 1970 Olds Customs channel? Just curious.
Tell us your secrets.
I changed some settings too on like the stream this time too. Like, maybe it might make a difference. I don't know. He's ready to heat up and get the pins put in, and just sculpt over the pinholes.
Giggity?
Yeah. The first one I kind of rushed through because I wanted to build it. Akujino, so always watching the Collector Express. Thank you, sir. Oh.
Okay. Ow. You just have that warming up.
Yep, I got them heating up with the blow dryer over the. It's doing while they're heating up. I'm putting some Tester's warm flesh tone on the arms before I put them together. I know I say it all the time. I want to hate it when I run out of this stuff. There is no better flesh tone paint than this Testors.
You have to find a suitable alternative.
Oh, Darth's in the house. Party on, Darth.
Yep. Sorry, party on, Darth. I was conflated.
I've been getting. I got my stuff in from the Black Friday deals. I got them here. And just some regular pre-orders too. I got the Matt Murdock from the No Way Home. It came in today, and my goodness, it's a terrible head for it's supposed to be Charlie Cox. It don't look anything like him. It looks like it looks like Charlie Cox if he was stung by bees and he's allergic to bees. His face is very puffy.
Joe. You have like a setup where you just have like hanging over it and blowing down onto whatever you want?
That would be awesome, but no.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I got propped up, sitting in front of my microwave with the whole coating as a weight to keep it from vibrating off the countertop.
Oh, mine's nice. Mine's got like little rubber stoppers.
Oh, the air dryer?
Well, it's a heat gun.
I'm just using the hair dryer. Yeah.
It can sit on its head or on its side, either side, or on on the butt.
You sit on the butt.
You say cockpit.
Get those pushed in.
I haven't even looked at Instagram today until Sam was at Kung Fu, and I had like 50 messages across the board from all the people that send me stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy goodness, in the morning.
When Hulk Smash was out sick, he was sending me stuff all the time. Go on Instagram, it's like, you have 50 reels.
It all comes from a place of love.
Oh, I send him stuff all the time too. So we both send each other like dog stuff. We like dogs.
I tend to send you guys car stuff.
And I love cars too.
Oh, yeah. Although I'm very mindful because the videos that you watch tend to like get on your
oh yeah, like the playlist.
Yeah, your playlist. So you'll get a lot of whatever it is that I'm sending you. So
sometimes though, like it's weird, like stuff you just be scrolling through and it'll show you something. It'll start constantly showing you something you don't give a crap about. It's like So if it from now on, if it shows like when you're scrolling through your reels and it shows something I don't like, I put don't show not interested. Don't show reels from this account again, or it will just constantly hound you with crap you don't want to even watch.
I used to do that all the time, but it doesn't seem to help.
The ones is like I hate the most is they put that stupid laugh track on. It's playing the whole time. You can't even hear what's going on because that canned laugh track. Like, for Pete's sakes, you keep saying like, don't show me reels like this, and it won't do anything like you said.
Yeah, they still keep coming around.
I don't want to hear people laughing like a crazy hyena or something that's not even funny. Or it's so distracting where you can't even watch it. Of course, I'm saying this live now, so everybody's going to start sending me that. Let that stuff sit. Let it dry so I can do the other side. While that's drying, I will start filling in the holes on these. Take on the bulkhead after. That's one thing you gotta watch too when you paint is your paint will change colors when it starts drying. It actually looks like a better match now after it's dried some. I like it. Just gotta start. Got all the green, the skin tones right. Now just gotta start adding the details with the eyes, the teeth, and the hair. Then this one's done. I'll work on finishing it up on Sunday. Sunday. Come on down, test drive the latest model. Good old Aves Fix It.
Big old tub of it.
I've been using this for 15 years. When I bought it, it's like I didn't know how much stuff sculpting material. I was new to it. Like on action figures, I've always worked on Transformers stuff. And I got seeing people sculpting. It's like, well, to me, 3 pounds is not that much. But 2 1.5 pound tubs. That's 3 pounds. I'm only like probably just a little bit halfway past the halfway mark on the can jars after 15, 20 years.
Do you do any cooking?
I do.
Oh, I sent you a recipe. I follow this one guy because he reminds me of I don't want to say home, but
Yeah.
where I'm from. Which a lot of the things that I hate about that place, the food ain't one of them.
Yeah. So I might have to wait before trying anything right now. The past couple of days, my taste buds have been weird. Nothing has tasted right. Crap. I think it's about right. Sector 28133, Victor Swiss channel, name withheld, main channel. Thanks for guys.
How do you feel about that McRib that McDonald's had?
I don't like it. No. I'd rather buy a rib sandwich from, like the frozen ones from Sam's. Those are actually better to me. Yeah, I pay my vehicle property taxes tomorrow. They're due Tuesday.
Vehicle.
Yep. Annual property taxes. We know you own these vehicles, but you got to keep paying us. Keep using them.
You don't own them as much as you like having them.
If you take the tags off of them, you don't have to pay property taxes on them. If you're using them on the road, you got to pay taxes. That's part of the maintenance on the roads fees, as well as the gas tax. But my old's in the garage, I don't get a tax bill on it because it's not tagged. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's what I'll be doing to your destroyer torso using this Fix It Sculpt. Filling in seam lines. I'm not talking to myself.
I
Oh, there you go.
hate corn.
Do what now?
I hate corn.
You don't like corn?
Yeah.
But it's corn.
If you knew how much corn you ate in a day without even eating corn, you'd probably give it up too.
It's corn.
It's terrible.
I like a good ear of corn.
What about a bad ear of corn?
I don't like those. I've had those.
I think you're just too picky.
About not hating them all or liking only the good ones.
You gotta just want the good ones. Can't do the bad ones. Well, ain't that a dream, sweetheart? Life is but a dream. Okay, I know exactly how to fix it.
Fix it, Sculpt.
Throw some more thread at it.
Hang so low. How's it hanging? Hanging so low.
Don't be bashful. Don't be shy. Tell us the truth.
I feel like somebody needs to start singing a song when that's going on. When you get your sewing machine going.
Say you listen to anything with a repeating rhythm, it'll become music after a while.
I believe it. So I'm digging the sewing machine rhythm.
I went to the doctor the other day, and when they took blood, the little receipt machine, that printed out your name and everything, it was a poppy little tune. I looked at that lady. I said, "I bet you got that on your Spotify playlist. You listen to that shit on the car on the way home." And she's like, "I don't have to. I hear it in my sleep."
Yeah, I bet she does.
No, I can believe that. And it don't take 20 years of working in a dispatch center to believe that.
I love how doctor's offices, how slow they can be sometimes. I took my cousin to the doctor about 3 weeks ago. They're going to schedule some scans and stuff for her. It's like, great, I'm off next couple of weeks. It'll be a good time to do it. They called today. It's like, we're going to schedule it for the 7th. I mean, 4 weeks later, where I'm back to work. Yeah. Thanks. It's like 10 o'clock on next Wednesday. It's like, nope, I have a meeting. You all are going to move your appointment.
I can only give so much. Man, I had this guy, I sent him some paperwork, and then I told him on the radio, I was like, hey, I sent you some paperwork. Give me a call about this paperwork. It's funky. And then nothing, no phone call, nothing over the radio. And then he says, hey, that paperwork's processed. And I looked at my coworker and I was like, well, F it. You know, if it's processed, it's processed, you know. No. I tried. And then it wasn't even 60 seconds later, there was a scramble to get that paperwork resorted out. And then after it was all sorted out, he called me and he's like, hey, you have to call me on the radio. I said, I did. And I told you had to call me. And he's like, well, you got to do this. I was like, look, I can only do so much.
I appreciate it.
You're going to have to come to me a little bit. We got to meet in the middle.
I appreciate the self-censor because YouTube was lying to me, but the reason was they're flagging the streams. It's like, oh, you in this stream, you use profanity, which is not against the terms of service. As long as it's at past the 15-second mark. Don't use it. I don't use it in the descriptions, titles. We might drop an S-bomb or an F-bomb once in a while, but it's not through the entire stream. It's not extreme.
The S-bomb and the H-bomb and the D-bomb, I think they were all removed as being vulgar in the dictionary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're vulgar.
But according to the algorithm, it's not.
The vulgar.
According to the liars I've talked to on YouTube's tech support.
Yeah, them guys. Hey, Meow Mix, what up? What was I looking at?
Yeah, those are all pins are filled in.
It says vulgar slang still.
Let's see. Hang Solo said he found 3 Dusties and 3 Zoranas and 7 Fortnite Snake Eyes Ollies. Nice.
Oh.
I picked up that Fortnite Snake Eyes too, and all those. The Fortnite Snake Eyes, I remember seeing it and I forgot about it. It was super disappointing. They changed his gun holster and a knife sheath. The knife and the gun is part of them. You can't take them out. It's like, are you kidding me? The Fortnite figures come with removable guns and holsters, but they made Snake Eyes nerfed. But he has other guns he can hold though. But they molded in the gun and the knife into the sheaths and the holsters, which is weird. Do not understand.
So George Carlin said that there are 7 swear words, right?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't? Do you know who George Carlin is?
Yes, I do, but it's been like you watched this TV show when he like wiped out the entire town with because he didn't wash his hair twice. But
shit, I don't wash my hair but like once a week.
Wash, shampoo, wash, repeat.
But he said there's 7. I can only think of 5. I'm missing 2. But the D word and the H word have had their vulgar identifier removed the S word still has its vulgar indicator.
What about
sugar honey iced tea?
Iced tea?
Sugar honey iced tea, SHIT.
I have not.
You never heard that?
No.
It's old, man. Sugar honey and iced tea.
Must be what where you're from thing.
Probably. Right up next to see you next Thursday.
Oh, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday? I don't know. She always said Thursday. She said I want to tell her to see her next Thursday. You got the S word, the P word, the D word, the H word, the F word.
Frank?
I'm here looking at Google. But I would like to be able to remember.
Remember what? I don't remember nothing anymore. I was talking about the other day. It's like ever since I had that infection last year, like my memory's not been as good. I hate wasting epoxy. I mixed up too much. I never know. No, it's just teeny tiny little amount, but that bugs me. I look around, it's like, what can I use this on? I will put it in here.
That's weird. Apparently, the 7 dirty words went all the way to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
To hold sway over obscene language on television. Supreme Court's big business, man. When they make a decision, laws change.
Get to watch the next episode of Invincible tomorrow.
You know, I watched the very first episode today while I was eating my noodles.
Season 2?
Yeah, season 2. Finally, I thought, yeah, I'll sit down and watch that. And I was like, wow, that's pretty whack. Things have went off the tracks since oh, wait, they're doing the multiverse thing. Yeah, I know that. This is not the Invincible I know.
Well, that's actually part of the next arc. It was in the comics, like the Invincible War. They're setting up for Langstrom and the Invincible War thing. You have all the different variants of Invincible come in and invade, and
I've been tired all day today. I can't tell you why, though. I got what we commonly refer to as sleep last night.
what's that?
So, if we're to put one right here, it will terminate right there.
Thing so says I'm lagging. Is it the stream or me or me in general? It could be either way. I'm caught up on season 2 so far. I don't know why they choose to condense stories though when they do animate it. Well, you need more stuff for animations. Like you don't need to make it so compressed. Go the anime route and do the whole dang thing. Go Dragon Ball, 15 episodes for 5 minutes a time.
300 episodes to tell a 2-hour story.
Yeah.
That's right.
Panic Namek was supposed to explode for in 5 minutes, and it lasted for 30 episodes.
Yeah, solid fucking.
Hey.
So, all right, sorry, I wasn't even thinking.
Demonetized
again?
No, I'm sure not yet, but I'm sure it will be. The way they're doing the channel right now.
Put a disclaimer for an uncensored version of this episode. Just go straight to olds.
Yep. So that's what I'm having to do right now too. After the streams, if they flag it yellow, set the stream to private. Request a manual review. Then after the manual review goes through, they prove it because there's nothing wrong with the stream. I'll turn it back on. But it's where the other channel's not monetized, it stays up. Plus, if that channel could use some watch time to get to the 4,000 mark to monetize it. To monetize your channel, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or 11 million shorts views now.
I don't know. It seems excessive.
Yes, it used to be. You make a YouTube channel, you can monetize right away. Before the apocalypse stuff.
Right.
The stuff that YouTube did, and try to blame it on the creators.
Well,
I love that last apocalypse when even Robo was thinking about quitting.
Yeah. Moving everything to Patreon.
Yeah, and just that's when they set up the Roku channel and all that stuff too. End up being completely nonsense. They can't blame the creators for YouTube tracking viewing habits because we can't control that. That's YouTube. It's they'll throw the creators under the bus and you'll get fined. No, you can't do that because we don't control that. That's on you, brother.
Oh no, is it bedtime?
It's bedtime and I didn't even see my mom today.
Don't worry, I'll let her know. I need to get off here. The wife ain't home, so I gotta contend with the.
Oh, you go ahead, brother. And take your look.
I appreciate you letting me stop by and work on this bathing suit, I suppose.
Yeah. Family comes first.
Family.
And I do appreciate it. And see you on Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you then.
Have a good one, my friend. Got Ralph in the house. Hello, bros. Nice to see people working on some customs. Greetings from Philippines. See you, buddy. It's just me in the house right now. Let's see. All right, I got stuff to work on anyway. How this? Let's start working on the eyes. Something Wong, hello family.
Family.
Get my glasses on. We'll start working on this. I gotta start working on working on it. I'm running solo right now, so it looks good. Want my fine tip brushes. No, finer than that. No. There we go. We'll start with the black on top of the eyes. Oh, Hank Solo said he restarted and it's lagging on his end. Okay. Have you tried turning off and on again? We'll zoom in a little bit while we work on the manila. So I do when I start eyes, I do black first. Then I'll fill in the white. Leaving just a thin black line for the eyelashes. Didn't stay in the line, so I'm gonna take off the little bit of black over this eye over here. There we go. That's much better. What I'm gonna do with the around the mouth area. Paintbrush brand. These I got from Hobby Lobby. They're, I don't know the brand name. They were just generic ones they carry in stock. The black ones, I couldn't say. I've had those in a package for 10 years. Wasn't open. Not without some heat. That could work. Video is lagging. But hangs a little good. Do I airbrush? I do occasionally. I'm working on getting a setup. I bought a brand new airbrush and compressor. I need like the filtration box. And a permanent location for it because I don't like tearing it down. It's cumbersome to like sit up and tear down all the time. So I want like a permanent airbrushing station. That would make things. It would make things easier on a lot too. Well, painting. I want to do the highlights on Don Spider-Man, which I have masked off for a long time. I want to do those for airbrush. I want to do like some really dark blue and do a little bit of highlights on it. Using a military green for the gums. Just going over the teeth, and I'll use it for the lips too. And I get who are we making on the Warpath? Making a 2.0 of my original character lore. I got the torso done. Instead of just painting on the stripes this time, I actually sculpted all this. It's raised up from the sculpt. I actually lowered the neck too. I cut the top of the torso off around the neck area, lowered it down because the standard Warpath has got really long neck to clear the shoulder pads. That one thing about it looks a lot more proportional. It's more in line with like Hercules now. I'm doing pinless, sculpt the detail, and with all the details that paint it, sculpt it. So how's everyone doing, and how's the custom going collector? Well, I've gone a couple different projects. They all seem to be doing fine, except for I just got paint all over my paint. I need to rinse off. Excuse me. Got the pin sculpted over on the legs this time. I'm going to do the same on the arms. I'll sculpt up the pins, where it's going to be nice and smooth. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. I need to get back on, like, once I get these done, for my personal Final Form Prime that I'm keeping, which these boots go to. I got one done. Yeah, when I get this one done, I kind of hesitant to work on it because I'm going to be grinding a ton of resin. It gets all over the place. When you drilling and cutting resin, it flies everywhere. It'll go across the room, floating in the air. I like it. White. Actually, this is what I want. I want wood for my base, for my teeth. Don had to put his little one in the bed, and Tony is at a football game. Custom Cannon said he was going to be here about 30 minutes late, and that was an hour ago. Other than that, Hulk Smash is back to work, so Thursdays is not much go for him right now. So it's just me right now. Oh, there's Geek Fusion. Well, there's one of them.
What's up?
Somebody's asking where all the homies are at. It's like and one shall arrive. Oh, I get to say, like, aren't you research their show? It's like hour difference. Right.
Yeah, I still got an hour to go.
Well, I got something in the day.
I did too. What'd you get?
The Turtle
Oh,
which that is a horrible head sculpt for the bee Turtle. It looks like he got stung by a bee and he's allergic to bees.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I saw that thing and I was like, nope.
Well, I didn't buy it for that. I purchased a Sean Connery James Bond head from a while back.
Body.
Yeah, and it's all pinless, brand new pinless suit body. So, yeah, I'm good for that. I think with the shading wise for the teeth, what I do, I paint the teeth basically tan first. Then I go white. That way I can leave the tan in the recessed areas and have natural shading.
Gonna open up some of my shiz.
Which we'll be talking about tomorrow.
Yes, we will be talking about tomorrow. But I just can't wait till tomorrow to open everything up. So I'm picking a couple things that I want to go ahead and open up now.
Impatience, but
I am impatient. Very impatient. Oh shit, my camera's not on. What's up, dudes?
I think the algorithm's liking the fact that the other channel is just nothing but customs.
And it still doesn't make any goddamn sense why they're fucking with your shit.
Probably that. They're lying to me, saying like the swearing is against the rules.
Which makes no fucking sense. I've got videos that are monetized that literally the title is "Go fuck yourself." So that makes no sense. I'm sorry. I just cussed on your show. There you go. Fuck.
And again. We were doing so good.
I was doing great for the first 30 seconds I was here.
And I got a yellow dollar sign on next to my channel. They use that for an excuse, is like why our top 10 like Marvel Legends reissues was yellow.
Yeah.
Cannon said he's not going to be able to make it. No problem, brother.
Oh, let's see. Name Withheld says, Geek Fusion, because the last video you did about action figures, you wouldn't get rid of them. Now rewatching Exo Squad. You totally should. It's a fantastic show. I've rewatched it many times over the years.
And why is somebody picking that property up?
I have no idea. It's
or whoever owns it.
Great concept. I still maintain that I can't remember. I always blank on the dude's name. The guy that wrote the Expanse novels.
Mm-hmm.
I maintain he stole his ideas from Exo Squad because there's a lot of similarities in, like, you know, you got Mars, you got Venus, you got Earth, you got the Outer Rings and the Belters and the pirates. There's a lot of similarities, and Exo Squad came out before he started writing those books. And I maintain I love the Expanse, but I maintain he pulled some stuff from that show.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Inspire the Expanse. Just because granted, the Expanse doesn't get into Neo Sapiens and stuff like that, but and there are several other differences, but just that general concept of, we're at a certain point in the future, and we've got, this is the way the solar system is laid out now, and it's very, very similar. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities there. I love that show. I'm still to this day pissed that because again, much like the Expanse, and I feel like this is another big reason why I think the guy that wrote the Expanse stole the idea. Again, I say stole. He was inspired, and good for him because he wrote some really good stuff. Is because you remember at the end of Exo Squad season 2, the cliffhanger is, after all the stuff that's going on with the pirates, with the Neo Sapiens, and Earth versus Mars versus Venus versus the people living out past the belt and all that stuff, the second season ends with, oh crap, now aliens have arrived from somewhere else. Which is what happens in the Expanse. If the Expanse continues that story. Mm-hmm. So I'm still pissed off that they ended on this cliffhanger, and it was like I was waiting for season 2. I was begging for season 2 of season 3 of of Exo Squad. I love that show. It was a great concept. It was a great concept because, first of all, it was really real well written. It reminded me a lot of like an American version of well, I guess Robotech is the American version, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it was very Robotech centric in the sense that I've gone back and watched it, and it still really, really holds up as an adult in ways that a lot of cartoons don't. You know what I mean? You go back and watch a lot of stuff, and you're like, I understand why I liked it as a kid, but as an adult, And Exo Squad, much like Robotech, is one of those shows that I can still watch as an adult and pick up on things and find, you know, stuff in the storyline that as a kid I ignored or whatever, you know. And it's great, man. I love that show. I'm a longtime fan of that show. So
I have to I don't know if I watched that much of it when I was younger. I think it came out by the time when I mentioned before we lost Fox. In the 80s, and that's where basically everything came on.
it is definitely worth watching. It's, if you never got to see it or never finish it or anything, it is definitely one that is worth watching now.
I've only seen pieces of it, like in reruns.
Yeah.
But I love the designs and the concept of it.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's really awesome. It's a great story. I don't understand why somebody hasn't picked it up. Last I heard, and I may be wrong, but Playmates still had the rights to the toys. Like, it was, you know, they don't do anything with them. Property just kind of, I guess, died or whatever, but they still have the rights to them. Which begs the question, why don't you do something with it? But, you know, whatever, I guess.
I think it could be a topic for a collector fusion of like cartoon lines that could be properties that be revived with a toy line.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. And even if you stick with the same, you know, format of the toys, with the E-frames themselves being 6-inch scale and using smaller figures,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's still a great line. I mean, you know, that's what this is. I mean, the Exo Squad, on average, they're about 6-inch tall for the whole Exo frame. Some are bigger because there's bigger mechs and stuff like that. But, and then the figure's probably like a 3 to 3.25 inch tall. You know, they're smaller than G.I. Joe's, but they have a lot of articulation for their size. And
Almost like just a little bit bigger than mass scale.
yeah, they're like halfway between Mask and G.I. Joe is where they were at. And they're great, man. I love them. The figures looked good, and which again, you're not buying them for the figures. You're buying them for the mechs. But the figures, it was nice to have the figures there. So
Kujin point to Dinosaurs. And
Dinosaurs was great. There was some Dinosaur toys that are redonkulously expensive nowadays because they were only ever released in South America. That was a great show. Now, I will say that is one of those shows I've gone back and watched, and it is more geared towards kids.
Yeah.
It doesn't exactly hold up as an adult. It looks incredibly cool, and I would love to have toys of it. But like storylines and stuff, it was definitely geared towards kids.
He also mentioned Dino Riders, but there's a third-party Kickstarter just.
Yeah, what is it? Zoic.
And those look really good.
Yeah. Now, that's a show I never watched as a kid. Like, I was very aware of the toys, and I was aware that there was a cartoon, but I don't ever remember watching it. So I don't remember if it was good. I'm assuming it was, good for what it was, which was trying to sell toys.
It's like Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Know of it, but I never watched it. I tried to start watching it a while back, but it's not bad, like animation-wise.
I never watched the cartoon. I read some of the comics. The Cadillacs and Dinosaurs comics. But I never watched the cartoon. But
I still got my Zeta toy Superion still sitting over in the box over in front of me. That's a big box. I ended up canceling those other fans toys ones. I was like, I'm not dropping that much money just to get Superion.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
If they stuck with the original pricing, I would have totally stuck with Fans Toys, because Fans Toys makes a high-end quality product. But they got so expensive during the pandemic. They basically doubled in price. Or at least what was $140, $130 is now $219.
Jesus.
He's like, I'll pass. Let's see the focus.
I hate when figures don't come with a place for all their accessories on them.
Yeah.
So far, all the other ones I've gotten in this line do, but this dude doesn't. And that...
Who? Oh, I'm off screen.
That is annoying. Why doesn't he come? Unless I'm missing something here. You know, sometimes you'll like miss a little pouch somewhere. Like, oh, there it goes. Maybe they fit in his arm things. Nope, they don't fit there. Yeah, dude comes with 2 swords, where he's got pieces. Like, you know, he holds his sword on his back, but he also comes with 2 shorter knives and no place to put them. What the hell, dude? Come on, bro.
What is it?
Ninja Turtles. I picked up a Best AXN figure.
Is it the Mirage Comics ones?
I picked up this dude because he's the only one they had, Donatello.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he is fucking... Oh, shit, I'm sorry. He is awesome.
That's too late now.
Fantastic figure for $21. And he is perfectly in scale for 6-inch figures. Like, he is exactly where you would want a Ninja Turtle to be for a 6-inch scale figure. He's a little bit shorter. He's just a hair under 6 inches. So, like with G.I. Joe Classifieds or Marvel Legends or whatever, like, he's the perfect size for a 6-inch scale collection. And I was like, you know what? I really like this. I'm going to pick up the rest of them. So I did, because they were all on sale on Amazon. And 2 of them showed up. The other one didn't. I got, so now I've got Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. I don't have Michelangelo yet, because he apparently was coming from somewhere else. And he didn't show up today, which sucks. So I got to wait till like next week to get him. But they look freaking amazing. And for the price, they've got really good articulation. There's a couple of places where you can tell that they skimped on articulation a little bit.
Mhm.
Like the fact that let me get this here. Oh, he's losing his ninja stars. Let me take those off. Like the fact that their heads are just on like the ball joints built into the body.
Yeah, they're like a big old ball joint.
Yeah. But
the cartoon ones were like that too.
I mean, I get a lot of articulation out of that. They do have butterfly joints. They've got double jointed knees and elbows, bicep swivels, thigh swivels. Feet are very Marvel Legend-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because it's the turtles, no body movement because you're not going to get an ab crunch on a Ninja Turtle. But I'm really damn impressed with these. What is it? The best action, I think, is what they're called. Best AXN, best action. They're really freaking sweet. I've been seeing these in stores forever, and I just never, picked them up. And then I was like, you know what? I saw Donatello sitting there at the store last week, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it out. And damn, I'm really, really impressed with them.
Hey, so you can get these little mini magnets on Amazon. I got in case. I got a few different sizes from there. That's the cheapest place I found to get them. The neodymium magnets. Cleo statues were in the high 40s, then suddenly they were 90 to 145. Figma have gone too high too. They both pressed me out. Yeah, these people making these toys need to understand these are luxury items, and we can do without them.
Yeah.
So they need to realize we can stop. Some of us consider it an addiction, but
well, or what you end up doing when you like stuff is you end up finding a way to get it cheaper.
That, or make it ourselves, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Well, whether it's like, okay, so I like Ninja Turtles, and I've been wanting to collect them for a while, but I'm not really big on the Playmate stuff because it's too cartoony. It's just not what I'm into anymore. Even the retro stuff, I have a few of them, but not really my thing. NECA's great, but it's out of scale with everything else I have, and they're not cheap. They're not expensive. Don't get me wrong. I think NECA makes fantastic figures for a great price, but $35 a figure is kind of pricey. So then I find a line like this. I say I find it like it hadn't been out for a while. I can collect.
They started branching out too, though, with different versions of the turtles. They started out with just the cartoon turtles.
Yeah, if I can get something like this, it's $21 a figure. But for what? I mean, the only thing these don't have that a Marvel Legends, for instance, does is a dick hinge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, they've got all the other articulation. They're well.
And for those that's new to the channel, that's a disc hinge on the neck.
Yeah, disc hinge on the neck, in case you're wondering.
It was a slip of the tongue one time. Now we all say that.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie is good stuff, cheap. That'd be cool to see a modern 2003 turtle show. Show line. Yes, I would love to see figures made from the 2003 series. That's the best Turtles cartoon ever. It ran a long time. You haven't watched that yet, have you?
No, still haven't watched that one. Now, was that one related at all to that TMNT movie that came out?
No.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, because that I've seen a long time ago.
That was a standalone thing, which was really good.
I liked it. I don't remember much about it. I only ever saw it once, but
it was different than what if you trying to describe it. So like it's different too. If you use the turtles, it's really good, well done. The characters are different from what you would normally see. Mainly looking at the villains. Excuse me. Kujinos have been selling off as Motu Classics. Intergalactic's Overlord Skeletor did not sell, so I opened them. Awesome Sculpt detail. Glad he didn't sell. Yeah, I wish we could have finished out the New Adventures He-Man and Classics. We didn't get to finish those out, and they canceled the line and moved on to Masterverse, which Masterverse is not even doing that well. It's like, because most people wanted it to be 2.0 Classics. But if you're selling those off, you should. I would assume you're probably doing pretty good on them because people are still wanting classic figures. That's my preferred figures. I stopped talking and breathing when I do like fine. Take a deep breath. That's good. Get the trying something a little different. Instead of doing black for the base on the irises, I'm doing really dark gray. Then I'll do after that dries, I'll put a metallic green on it, but leave that little halo. So when you look at your irises, like if you look at a mirror, you see there's a halo of darker line around your irises. That's why when I do eyes, I do a dark color first, then a lighter over top, and leave that halo. Like if I do blue eyes, I do a deep dark blue first. Next to Classics, Masterverse is like Super 7. Yeah. Only difference is they don't break. We got Quinn in the house.
What's up, Quinn?
If anybody wants to come, yeah. You want to come out and hang out with us? Up at the link in the chat. You got 25 minutes. Well, about half an hour or whatever. That looks good. Yeah, I got Black Friday stuff came in, plus regular pre-orders. Like it, that's what's killing me right now is Hasbro. Those Spider-Man figures weren't supposed to come out till next year.
Yeah, I know.
And they're shipping. Stay on track because people, especially now, have budgets they need to follow when they collect. It's annoying. You're like, well, I got plenty of time, and it's not coming out till next year. Oh, we updated the release date instead of January. It's coming out tomorrow. We're charging your card now. Next, I want my stuttering. Where's my? I have a mess right now around my workstation. Oh, there's the smaller magnets. I was looking for those and they were right in front of me. I got even smaller ones here. cool when you do magnets too. You can like here's a. I got magnets in the hips, the neck. So like if you put in the gun, you can have it like this. Stay on the hip.
Trying to remember where I even ordered those new Spider-Man. I pre-ordered them somewhere, but I don't remember where the hell I pre-ordered them from.
Did you get them from Amazon?
I don't think so. Maybe it was Big Bad Toy Store. I know I didn't get them from Hasbro Pulse. Might have been Big Bad Toy Store. I don't remember, honestly.
Ever since I started using metallic green for Hulk eyes, and I was like, I love it. You get that gamma glow to them. Now I guess thinking about it's like the Hulk, the Cyborg Hulk I made to you. It's probably my most detailed paint job I've done, and it's fun too.
I love the sculpt. Where'd you get that sculpt? That head?
Dom ordered them off eBay. Some guy, he ordered 2 of them. It's cheaper to have them shipped here than to ship to him. And for sending his batch of stuff out to him, he had them shipped here, and I painted his up before I mailed it out to Canada. It ships here for free, and within like the same amount price to ship to him. Quinn, so not too much. Been busy here at the shop. Last day of Black Friday sales. I hope everything's going good. Could you notice the best BST AXN crane looks really good? Very tempted. Yeah, it does look good. Quinn got the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man figure coming in next week at the shop. We've got 4 cases of him, and we'll sell out fast. I guarantee it will. That it will. So get them while they're hot. Works out really good. Going to do the eyebrows a little different this time too. I'm going to start with green, this dark military green. Then feather in some black over top on the edges of it. Then dry brush it, like the skin tone green over top of that. Add a little depth and make it a little softer transition between the hair. Now Nico, it was we had on the customizer spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
His eyebrows are freaking amazing. They look. He looks like he paints individual hairs on his eyebrows at this scale. He's like, how? He is an amazing painter when it comes to face details. All around. He made a Jim Lee Cyclops out of Vulcan before they made it, and he gave it a diaphragm joint. He re-engineered the torso to give it a diaphragm joint.
I don't even know how you would do that.
I like it. I think it's looking good.
Yeah, those look really good.
Now let that dry. I'll take the clear green that I used for like a little on your Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I do like half the iris with clear green, so it darkens just the top half where it looks like a shadow. And I'm gonna miss one right out of this stuff. Playmates needs to re-release more turtle vehicles. That new turtle blimp they released is so good. The vinyl on the blimp is much thicker and holds air 2 weeks, and it's still fully inflated. Sweet. I picked up the main 4 turtles on the reissues. I got them like behind me, and I got the turtle van. I've thought about picking up at least Splinter and maybe like Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder, but I don't know. It's like I like the turtles, but I wasn't like huge into the turtles. You know what I mean? I picked up the movie turtles, the 2 packs. I got Super Shredder. Eventually I'll get the Splinter Shredder 2 pack. I was hoping like they would put it on clearance, but man, it's been on the shelves for like 3 years now, and they won't clearance that sucker out.
Dude, it's I don't know why Walmart hasn't clearanced those out. They clearance everything out,
but they won't clearance NECA figures. Every time I go by, I see if that's on clearance, and I go see if those Flash Gordon figures are on clearance. Never are.
Mm.
The Target clearanced out those things out a couple years ago. The Flash Gordon. Oh, anybody, if it's still going on, if anybody wants the Defenders of the Earth, the last 3 figures, Lothar, Mandrake's Position, and the Crystal guy.
Gargax, or I think his name Gargax.
What was it? $55 or $50? Sitting there on Big Bad Toy Store for all 3.
Yeah,
that's a steal. I paid full price for mine, all 3, and I was happy with them. If I got them for that price, hell, it was tempted to buy them again at that price. Lothar's a great figure,
dude. That is an awesome fucking figure.
The only thing I did for mine, I gave it a roadblock head because it wasn't crazy about the head sculpt. It almost looks like a racist caricature.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I was like, because it looks nothing like the box art. So I was like, yeah, I had the extra roadblock head too. It's the Amazon roadblock. This is when I made my first Sergeant Slaughter custom. So I just used that on Lothar. My only, other than the head, the only other nitpick was they went backwards with the construction of the figures. They made the first Defenders of the Earth, and they were like molded in white plastic and stuff, and they painted them the colors they needed to be so the paints would flake off. Then when they did the variants of Flash Gordon, Ming, and all those, they molded them in the correct colors. Their plastics were the colors they needed to be. Then when they did Wave 2 to Defenders of Earth, they went back to white plastic and painted over top of it. Why? It's like, you fixed the problem, then you went back and made some of the best sculpted figures the bad way.
NEC is kind of a weird company. I like them. They make great stuff, but they're kind of a weird company.
They make some weird decisions. I remember like when it was hit the heat on NECA for because of the breakage issues and harping on the fact they import they classify them as disposable goods, like on import tariffs. They were like trying to focus too much on the fact that they don't even like have faith in their. It's intellectually dishonest what they were doing. It's like they're saying they list them as disposable goods, not even action figures. Yeah, because it's cheaper to import that way.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody,
action figure tax back in the late 80s. When did they put that into effect? Because they used to import everything as dolls.
Yep. The term action figures exists just so they could get them in cheaper.
Yeah.
And when they was making that argument, it's like, if you can't be seriously claiming that you don't know the reasoning why they do that, it's tax import reasons. Import tax. It's like the different rules, like importing, like firearms. Like the VR-80 from Rock Armory. They got to change the type of stock on it, or they're not allowed to import it if it changed the classification of it.
Yeah.
It's weird rules when you import stuff in the United States. It's on everything. Which I bring that up because I want one of those. The VR-80. Yeah, on this version of my character lore, I'm doing pinless. I'm resculpting over the paint everything that needed to be painted, like the joint wise, before I put it together. Then I put it back together and I sculpt it over the pinholes. I figured tonight we can just go to, but when you get ready to start your stream, and call it a night if you're good with that.
Yeah, I'm down. I got like 20 minutes or something until I got to start that.
That would make it like a 2.5 hour stream or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's going to be tomorrow night, about an hour after we start our show, there's going to be a toy drama chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely non-interesting.
Gonna do a whole chat on toy drama.
I think it matches pretty good. Skin tone wise. What do you guys think out there? I was able to get these Maestro Hulks at dang good price. I got them for $25 a piece with a brand new in the box. I don't know. It was a system. I don't know if it's a system error or something when somebody entered it in the system wrong. Chosen Prime, they put them up for pre-order for $25 a piece. I was like ordered 3 or 4. I forget what it was. I was like, those are supposed to be 35. I'll buy a few of those, but I like Hulks. Let's see, what is it? 4. What about? I got one on the shelf. I turned one into a Smart Hulk. I got this one's going to be the Ed Norton Hulk. Then my buddy Brian needed one, and I hooked him up with one of those. So I ended up with 4 of those.
Coon says, I wanted to pick up the D&D cartoon figures, but they seem poorly made. Yeah, they're not great. However, they're kind of cool.
Well, if you get them half price, they're better.
Yeah. I mean, I've been getting them on clearance, and I'll be honest. So, and I was telling Jared about this. I mean, I didn't have a lot of, I thought they looked cool, but I didn't have a lot of interest in them at all when they came out. And then Retro Blasting did his video where it was trashing him. And what's funny is, in the course of him trashing the figures, one of the things that he had said multiple times in that video was that, oh man, we got fans of this thing going back, over 35 years, and we've never gotten these figures before, and we'll probably never get them again. And this is what they give us. And my takeaway from that was, shit, we'll probably never get these again. This might be my only chance to get 6-inch scale Dungeons and Dragons figure from that cartoon. Maybe I should pick them up. I know they're not great figures mostly it's just articulation. Their articulation kind of sucks. But they
look spot on.
Yeah, they look great. The figures look really good. They just have shitty articulation. And
they articulate like the Dark Days of Marvel Legends when Hasbro was made crappy figures.
Yeah, exactly. And so I started picking them up, and I got to be honest, I like them. They're not great figures as far as articulation goes. They're not where you would want them to be for modern figures. But Retro Blasting was right. We probably will never get these figures again. Yeah. The only reason we got them is Hasbro got the license to do the Dungeons and Dragons figures for the movie. That's the only reason we got these figures. So, I mean, and especially now that they're on clearance everywhere. I picked one up on clearance at Ollie's. I picked another one up on clearance at Walmart, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really see a downside to them. They're good looking. If you're just going to have them in a static pose on the shelf, they look really good. They look accurate to the cartoon. They pop on the shelf. I say, why not pick them up? Because we will probably never get them again. So, I mean, why not? I mean, if we ever do get that, the only other thing I could think of is I don't know, Super 7 gets the license and makes some fucking $60 versions in 7-inch scale or something, and
Which
I
will
went.
Same
was
amount
any-
of articulation.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's not a franchise we'll probably ever get. So, I mean, they're going on clearance everywhere. Why not pick them up cheap as shit? I didn't pay more than $10 for any of the ones I've got.
Cujo said they said they look like that. They look like they should, but I was hearing broken in the box inside their little baggies.
I mean, I haven't had that happen to mine. I know Quinn, if he's still out there, he likes them a lot. He's got them at his store, and he's not had any problems with the ones he either got for himself or the ones he sold. So, I don't know.
Sector said he got 3 of them at Walmart for $5 a piece, and Target had the other 3 half price.
Yeah.
I'm only missing Venger and Dungeon Master. That was like a 2-pack.
Yeah, that was that Hasbro Pulse exclusive, wasn't it?
Was it Pulse or Target? I can't remember.
I thought it was Pulse. I may be wrong. I don't know.
I thought Venger looked terrible, so I was out because it looked like his face looked like an angry baby.
No.
I'm only. Okay, let's see. Sector said it was Target exclusive.
Target. Okay.
He's my working memories on the channel. So. So, I bought this cheap when they were from that 3-pack, the Riot.
Yeah.
When I made sludge the first time, I wish I had this to begin with because he's blue. It would have made prepping so much easier. It's like, number 1 rule about prepping joints: don't if you don't need to. Start with a base color the figure you're going to be doing. I'm actually going to make an extra one just for giggles. I got these hands from Harker hooked me up with those Maven Collectibles Titan figures. I'm using them for parts because they're total garbage. They're junk figures, but have a great selection of hands. And so I'm just having to adapt them to work with onto the Monster Venom body. I got this side done up. I got O-rings put inside. It's got a weird peg system. It's got like a little nub, then a large collar at the top. Instead of the standard Marvel Legends style peg. It's kind of weird. Now what I ended up doing is like the stuff I sculpted on the original one. Use that blue stuff and make some press molds, and I can just transfer like the details from that onto here. Ooh, speaking of, heck yeah, I'm glad I just thought about that. My Final Form Prime that I'm making for myself. I want to put extra veins on the torso. Right there. Let's make push molds of this, and I can just transfer that texture over onto the Caliban torso. Heck yeah.
Nice.
I like brainstorming like that, just trying to figure things. I wasn't even thinking about it, and then I just happened to talking to you, talking what I'm doing with this, and it triggered in my brain, hey, make molds of this. I like it. Box of Cannon's work got in the way today. I'm going to go eat some dinner and call it night. Have a good one, my friend. And thank you again for everything you've helped me out with. What have we got? Eventually need to get back on this. Didn't put it on the back burner for so many times. Skeletor. 2000X style Skeletor. How would you transfer it to Caliban? I would use blue stuff. This stuff here, I've made. That's how I did the fur on like the on my Bruton, my original character. I made push molds of the fur textures and use Aves Apoxie Sculpt, which takes texture really well. Fix It don't take texture stamps very well. You want to use Apoxie Sculpt. And when it's the right consistency, you just push that basically texture stamp into the clay, and you get your veins. That's what I'll do with that Caliban torso. This is reusable. You can reheat it and reshape it. Great stuff. Good.
I wonder if I'll ever get to the point where I'm doing that level of shit.
Hey, I'm doing stuff I never thought I would ever be able to do. I took a 2000X Skeletor and I chopped them up. I was able to like graft on parts like I was doing with the He-Man. So I got the Skeletor lower boots, and I got the parts to, what was I using for this? Not puff headers, like the one that was like the blocky head. I can't remember, but whatever. But it's a Grim Reaper style body. It was in close color that Skeletor was going to be, so yeah, there's that. Got.
That also looks like it'd make a good Dr. Manhattan in that color.
That would, it would indeed. Clearanced out the shoulders areas because the Grim Reaper body's notorious like chewing up the shoulders, so you got to worry about that with paint rub. And all that gets covered up once you go put all this stuff on. You'll never see where I clearance it out there. Let's keep on the hood on. Yeah, I think I'll be getting back into working on this one. I like it.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks great as is.
I put these little button pieces, like little half circles. I forgetting what they're for. Oh, here they are. There we go. These things. Little dots, different sizes. I put those into that skull eyes so I can have a sculpt in there for the eyes when I paint them. And I can just put some like clear yellow over top that skull, or a little bit. I'm doing 2000X style. I'm probably not even clear yellow. I might just thin down this tan I got, make it almost like a wash, and put over top this. So you didn't have that real yellow skin skull, and more like a skull color, like more like off-white type in 2000X cartoon. Oh, and I'm going to be upgrading the head on my He-Man I did, the 2000X He-Man. Right now I'm using the young Thor head, which it's fine. I saw somebody do, I wouldn't have dreamed that was the head he's using. I asked him, the guy's like, it looks so good. Let me see if I can find it here. He made a He-Man, and he spliced a Masterverse lower body and the Hercules upper body, which looked great. And the head is what really like got my attention. And it's like, what the heck is that? And find it here so I can show you. I'm on Instagram. There it is. Share screen. I ordered the figure because what he told me what is it? So I can get the head. I've been meaning to get it anyway. This head sculpt. Get close up. That is such a good head for. He's using the Masterverse hairpiece. But I couldn't place that head, and I asked him, "What do you think that head is?"
It looks almost like Superman, but I don't know.
Yeah. And here's where I asked him. It's Commander Rogers' head, the Karen Rogers.
Oh shit!
Without the Karen hair.
Okay. Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, it's like the with my lore, the avalanche head in the helmet. Take the lipstick off of it and put it in the helmet. Looks fantastic. But in the avalanche helmet, it looked goofy as hell. I don't know why, but I got the avalanche helmet behind me. Of course, I think the head's way too big for avalanche. Part of it. You put this in this. But I won't go in here no more because but anyway, it looks. It don't look the best outside the helmet, but it's not as bad once you take the lipstick off. And when you do this, it hides all the flaws. And it won't focus. Come on, quit focus on me.
Okay, I gotta cut out.
Yep.
We got like 1 minute. I gotta go to the bathroom and get some water before I start my show.
I think that'd be all for tonight on here too. So, thank you for coming out and hanging out a little bit.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat, thank you again too. Box of Cannons package didn't arrive today. Probably tomorrow. Don got his though. And I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, man. Later.
Later. The new Hyperion head. That would actually make a better head for Hyperion too, because I hate that domino mask they sculpted on that new Hyperion. It's like, dang. Oh, all right, guys. Remember to do that wonderful YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow night with some toy talk, some toy news. Go over some what the stuff we spent way too much on Black Friday and other pre-orders. And we'll see y'all next time.